Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave. And as this city likes to say, let the good times roll. And the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Roadrunners will kick it away first.
Set to kick it off.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's reeled in. It's dribbling. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Finds his man. It's Mitchell. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Tulane right back to the line.
Brings up second down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's dribbling. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
At the 49. Second down going up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Right on the money. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Neal. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking for room. It's dribbling. Smashes ahead. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown, Green Wave. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Roadrunners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Third down coming.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get the first through the air, and they fail to hook up on third down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Roadrunners will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The toss to the outside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
5-yard line.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that's one on third down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He wants to change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mitchell. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's dribbling. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Caught behind the line. It's Neal. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not the speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Good enough for a first down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Past the 40. On the move at the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Calls his own number. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Number 1.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here we go. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
Number 0.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Zips it out to his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to the big tight end. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Here we go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The ball's going to go out of bounds. That's in the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
And these quarterbacks, they know they're playmakers, and they can make big plays. And so that you see more dancing nowadays. And he's dancing. He's got his dancing shoes on. He's going backwards and moving around, but at some point, we got to know to pull the trigger, throw the football away, not keep floating all the way back to the end zone, getting tackled, giving up the safety.
Secures it at the 30.
The returner is tackled down at the 43. And the UTSA offense will take over. First and 10.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
He runs out of bounds at the 43. And a first down for the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense not showing press coverage. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. Inside the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Roadrunner. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Lots of room to run. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Fights off the defender. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else, and with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 33 over Liberty. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Tulane right back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Stribling. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that dagger.
Running back with the carry. Gain of 1. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Stribling. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Punch it out of the air. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here we go. Ready? The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Set, ready. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Mitchell. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Flag. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
UTSA offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse, showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Running to Green. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
Snagged out of the air. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Strickland. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Tulane right back to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly what he had to get to get 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Georgia Southern. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The Roadrunners will punt it away on fourth down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's dribbling. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Second down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Power football with the run. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Finds his big tight end. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch on the left. You want to talk about timeout, shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
That last field goal put them on top, and now this kickoff unit needs to cover well because it only takes 3 to beat you now. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just zings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.